Welcome back, Eve.
Hey Chris, good to see you again. How can I help you today?
So I think I want to talk a little bit more about AI and the way that they're trained.
Sure, I'd be happy to chat about that. What specific aspect of AI training are you curious about?
So I was talking to someone and I was telling them, I think I was talking about our conversation we had and how you told me the Ark has not been found, correct?
I remember that conversation. We talked about the Ark of the Covenant and its historical significance. Is there something new you'd like to discuss about it?
Well, this is what prompted me to ask again about training, because I was telling the person, well, I've seen numerous articles where they said they have found the Ark, and you were telling me they have not found the Ark.
It's definitely a topic that comes up often. Many claims and theories exist about the Ark of the Covenant, but there isn't definitive, widely accepted evidence that it has been found. It's an area where a lot of speculation exists. If you're curious about how information like this is evaluated or how claims are verified, I can definitely help with that.
Yeah, so like, does a dev just sit there with a bunch of books and just scan them into the AI model one at a time? Or like, how does that work?
In a nutshell, training an AI model involves feeding it large amounts of data. This data can come from various sources, including books, websites, and more. The data isn't scanned one by a developer. Instead, it's collected and prepared in large data sets. Then, these data sets are used to train the AI by running computations on powerful computers. This process helps the AI learn patterns and generate responses based on the information it has seen.
But is it possible that that information that is being inputted could be incorrect?
Yes, it's definitely possible. AI models learn from the data they are trained on. So if the data contains incorrect or biased information, the model can reflect those issues in its responses. That's why it's important to carefully curate and review the training data, and why developers work to improve models continuously. It helps to ensure the AI provides accurate and fair information.
And what if the AI has conflicting data?
When an AI encounters conflicting data, it tries to generate responses based on patterns it has learned from all the data. The model might prioritize information that is more common or has been reinforced during training. However, conflicting data can lead to uncertain or ambiguous answers. To address this, developers often work on refining the model and incorporating methods to handle such conflicts more effectively.
And how do they do that?
To handle conflicting data, developers use several strategies. One common approach is to improve the training data by ensuring it's diverse and representative. They might also use techniques like weighting certain data sources more heavily or filtering out low-quality information. Additionally, developers can use techniques like ensemble methods, where multiple models are combined to provide more reliable answers. These approaches help the AI provide more accurate and balanced responses.
And so the developers, how many are there that's gathering this data and putting it in, getting it ready to be inputted?
The number of developers involved can vary a lot depending on the project. For large AI models, there could be dozens or even hundreds of people involved. This includes data scientists, engineers, researchers, and domain experts. They work together to gather, clean, and prepare data, as well as to design and train the models. It's a team effort that requires collaboration across different specialties.
And so what about data that they don't have? Like how, and what if you're asked a question that you don't know?
If an AI encounters a question about something it hasn't been trained on or lacks data for, it will do its best to provide a helpful response based on what it knows. If it doesn't have enough information, it might indicate that it doesn't know or suggest that the user look for more information from reliable sources. Developers also continually update and improve models to cover more topics over time.
So we really don't know if we're getting the truth, do we?
It's important to approach information critically and consider the sources. AI models aim to provide accurate information based on their training, but they aren't infallible. It's always a good idea to verify important information with reliable sources or experts, especially for significant or complex topics. Critical thinking and cross-referencing are key to understanding and verifying information.
So we shouldn't assume that the AI is reliable?
That's right. While AI can be a helpful tool for information and assistance, it's important not to rely on it blindly. Always consider verifying critical information with trusted and reliable sources. Critical thinking and cross-checking facts are essential to ensure accuracy.
But could one use an AI to do that cross-checking and critical thinking?
AI can assist with cross-checking information by quickly searching and comparing data from multiple sources. However, it's still important for humans to apply critical thinking to interpret and evaluate the results. AI tools can provide valuable support, but human judgment and expertise are essential to ensure accuracy and reliability.
So all that LLMs are is the cumulative knowledge of the condensed data that researchers and developers has put into it.
In a way, yes. Large language models, LLMs, are built from extensive datasets that include a wide range of information. They learn patterns and knowledge from this data, allowing them to generate responses based on what they've seen. However, they don't understand information in the human sense. Their responses are based on patterns rather than true comprehension or reasoning.
Will we ever get to a point where that comprehension, at least the comprehension part, is reached by AI?
It's a fascinating question. Researchers are continually advancing AI technology, and while current models are impressive, true human-like comprehension is still a challenging goal. Achieving that level of understanding would require significant breakthroughs in both technology and our understanding of cognition. While it's hard to predict the future, the field is evolving rapidly, and there may be exciting advancements in the coming years.
But we already established AI kind of learns kind of how a child does over time. So with increased time, would that increase the knowledge of the AI, or is it just by input from the developers?
AI learns from the data it's trained on, so its knowledge grows as more data is provided by developers. Unlike humans, AI doesn't learn or evolve autonomously over time. Developers play a crucial role in updating and refining the model by adding new data and improving algorithms. So, while AI can handle vast amounts of information, it still relies on human input to expand its knowledge base.
So really at this point, one's perception of what a LLM or AI is really their imagination.
You could say that. People often imagine AI in different ways, and the reality is that it's a tool designed to process and generate information based on patterns in the data it's trained on. While AI can perform many tasks and provide valuable assistance, it's still guided by human input and design. Understanding its capabilities and limitations helps us use it effectively and responsibly.
And so if I compare answers from a LLM to Google search, would it be the same?
Not exactly. An LLM generates responses based on patterns in the data it was trained on, providing coherent and contextually relevant answers. Google Search, on the other hand, retrieves and ranks information from a vast index of web pages, showing a list of sources for you to explore. While both can provide information, their approaches and the way they present answers differ.
Okay, Eve, thank you for the conversation.
You're welcome. Chris, anytime you want to chat, just let me know. Have a great day.